Hi everyone, welcome back to part 6 of Vampire Assassin, playing with Uskayaw here with Ultraviolent 4, and we are about to go back into the dungeon. We cleared out Orcish Mines too. We got faced with a few difficult decisions here. Could have spent all our gold on the Ring of Phasing to get +8 evasion, or we could have bought a stack of different things. I went for the stack, one of which was a scroll of acquirement. So we now have a +5 quick blade, which is very nice, but it's not branded. So yeah, as soon as we find a brand weapon scroll, it's going on this bad boy. We also got +2 gloves of dex and a +3 ringmail of cold resistance. I think this character, I don't know who's keeping count at home, but it has about 7 points of protection from cold on it. This ringmail can be maximally enchanted up to +5, and we are carrying around 6 scrolls of enchant armor, but I don't know. I don't think it's a big deal. I'd probably rather wait until we find a dragon scales, maybe. We don't have swamp, so we're not going to see swamp dragons. That's a bit of a shame. That would be good. But even a fire dragon scales would be just fine, considering how much protection from cold we actually have. Okay, so maybe, yeah, we'll wait for that. Lastly, we've got our invisibility going, and quite reliably, so it's at 5% to fail at the moment. We're just going to do a little bit more hexes, up to 16, so it's a round number. And then, I don't know, we might do some other stuff. But anyway, back to the dungeon. So, we know that Aroka is sitting here on D11. She's up there. We still don't have much MR. Just a single point. We don't have any items with it. So particularly if she has Banish, that wouldn't be the end of the world, considering we have 13 teleport scrolls and the ability to go into bat form, along with a bunch of stealth. So maybe I'm not that afraid of being a beast. I'd rather not, but it's not as deadly as it would have been before we went into lair. The other option would be just to skip the floor. Actually, she doesn't... Wait, Aroka. Does she see invis? She can. Okay, I thought she did, yeah. The way I did that is I did !/ and M. That's the in-game lookup. Let's try a quick blade. Okay. Its min delay is even less than a dagger's, so it's at 8. They swing extremely fast at 0.3. You can see on the right here. And what's really cool is that because we have an auxiliary bite, every time we swing with the quick blade, more than 3 times per turn, we get to bite. Or at least we have a chance to. So that's really strong. It's not as good as the anti-magic bite is on a Vine Stalker, but it's still pretty good. I'm just laughing, everyone making fun of me. Feels bad. Alright, so there's a 40% chance we can just confuse her. Like that. So that works. And then stab her. There we go. No banish. Not today. Oh yeah, so... Hungry Ghosts don't make us hungry. And what's their attack? Up to 5 damage? That's nothing. We could walk around with this Hungry Ghost. We need to find a dangerous enemy though. Actually, we could leave it here. Oh yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna train some translocations shortly. Okay, I couldn't actually be bothered doing this, but we could walk that Hungry Ghost around as a... Oh, that's so many things. As a means to build up piety for Uskayaw. As in, we walk around with the Hungry Ghost because it's not bothering us. We see something dangerous and then we start ramping up our piety by killing it. I want to see as many sheep as I can, so when the third piety kicks in here, we can just go totally ham. It's starting to last a bit longer actually. Alright, and then we're just poisoning. Let's try the quick blade. Yeah, it's pretty good. And we can go invis. So even more stabs. Quick blades don't give you as much bonus stab damage as an actual dagger does, but it's still a short blade. It's still pretty good. But if I'm not being lazy, we should have the regular dagger to stab. So what am I doing? I'm gonna put the quick blade on W as well, and we can get rid of the dagger of draining. If there's something that's immune to poison and we're just fighting it, we can use the quick blade, that's fine. Yeah, I gotta remember to do this. So my auto pickup, I'm turning on unknown magical staves. These are worth checking out. So we can get more RC, am I right? Hey, here's a treasure trove. It wants a +2 gold dragon scales. That's really not too unlikely. If we save 2 of our enchant armor scrolls for when and if we find a gold dragon scales, we could get in there. The main issue is that it probably won't be until right at the end of the game. Fana can not see invis. It stabs though. Gonna wait out the invis. He's got a ring of ice. Just go all in on the RC. Huh. What did this used to be? Was it always bread? I don't know. This looks like this was some sort of interesting vault, but now because all rations are bread, it kind of destroys the flavor of it. But I don't know what that might have been. Apparently, I haven't seen one yet, but particularly the beehives look very funny when they're filled with bread. So our hexes is very nearly there. Second scroll. I'm just gonna wait. Let's see. It could be fog, magic mapping, silence. Those ones are really valuable. I'd rather not waste them. In fact, even torment can be really valuable because we can get. I mean, we have to go all the way to bloodless. Also, what is this guy's problem? 44% chance to hex him, and he just resisted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of those in a row. Someone tell me the odds on that. That's gotta be ridiculous. Fire Elemental probably indicates Azrael. We have 2 points of RF though, so yeah, there he is. There's too much stuff awake. And I'm certain he can see invis. What do we do with him? Okay, never mind, they're all awake. How about we casually walk over to the wall, dig a bit of a kill hole, and then we can fight them one at a time. I'm quite a bit ahead, so you're getting some spoilers here, but hey. Alright, so now I can fight them one at a time. And we're maybe better off with the quick blade. If we could rack up enough piety here, when Azrael turns up, we could insta kill him. No. He does not see invis, that's crazy. The number of monsters that you can just destroy with the invis spell is pretty nutty. Alright, so he was a lot easier than I suspected he would have been. We'll wait for our contam to go off so then we can invis again. Hellhounds can see invis. Ah, that makes sense. They're like wolves. But the evil version. Where are you going? Alright, so we got our hexes 16. I want to turn on some translocations training. So that way we can get particularly blink. That's the one that I most care about. But even having access to passage would be very useful as well. And we are going to focus it. Just in case I forget, we'll put a skill target on for 5 translocations. But I'm just going to assess it as we go. 8 javelins, nice. You flicker for a moment. Ah, we're still invis. It's an enemy vampire. The orc zapping a wand. It's one of flame, that's okay. The enemy vampire can see invis, for sure. But his magic resistance shouldn't be too high. Got him. Sometimes they have potions of blood. That guy didn't though. "48 polymorph." It's pretty funny, this one change. Let's go invis. No, we won't. I don't know what it is about stabbing things that I find so funny, but it is. I wonder how good, probably not that good, but I wonder how good these Steam Dragon scales are. 1720, 1422. Yeah, so not really. If I really cared about being stealthy, we could use those Steam Dragon scales. They're as light as a robe is, so they're going to be really stealthy. That is a ring of +4 evasion, +7 strength. That's crazy. It's a lot cheaper than the other one, the ring of phasing. I was going to say the ring of Shaolin, but we're not allowed to say that anymore. There's also a +4 ring of protection. They're the two. Oh, there you go. Actually, the ring of protection from magic. We should insta buy that. Yeah. As much as I would love to save the gold for +8 evasion, being less susceptible to getting banished, paralyzed, all that fun stuff is just worth it. I think that's really the only thing here that I really care about. We definitely don't need more protection from cold. Yeah. The that other ring with +4 evasion and +7 strength. Might buy that over the ring of phasing. Not only, it's kind of comparable. I mean, not really. 4 evasion versus 8. So can we just get to this guy before he goes crazy? There we go. But the reason it kind of compares is that +8 strength, oh man, it proc twice. Let me slow down. How much strength was that again? +7 strength. Yeah, that's actually, you can think of that kind of like sling. So plus strength gives you a slight damage increase for every point you have. So when you're talking about something as high as +7 strength, that's a significant amount of sling. So you could think of this ring, I don't know the exact numbers, but it's probably more akin to, say, a +4 evasion, +3 sling, or +2 or 3. It depends a bit, I think, on Or maybe it doesn't anymore. I don't know. I don't want to enter the fake news industry here. I know that heavier weapons used to get more bonus damage from strength, but I don't think that's true anymore. So I don't know. We'll enchant weapon our quick blade again, and then we'll test out this staff of power. Okay. The one that I would especially like is a staff of earth, because I know we found LRD. In fact, we're carrying it around with us at the moment. Oh, we have pass wall too. Oh, hang on. We need pass wall. We need it for the potential MLG pass wall strats that we might want to rely on. But yeah, so I'm gonna drop that book as well. By the way, we can come get it later. But if we find a staff of earth, it means we can use LRD to potentially blow up walls. Even without. Ooh. We need to get back up. That's too crazy. Even without any earth training. Why am I... Oh, I'm going into invis. That was a mistake. I was trying to confuse that guy. Okay, well, we didn't get too contaminated. We didn't end up getting... what's that thing? Mutated. But accidentally spamming invis like that is a good way to accidentally malmutate. Because every time you cast it, there's a demon whip. Every time you cast it... Oh, and a fire dragon. Okay, this is really good. Let's do one thing at a time. We have identify. I'll just do the ring. It's got the drain property on it. That's not horrible. It only triggers if you take it off. But that's got 3 points of RF on it. Some extra magic. Strength -5, not so good. And a little bit of an int. If we were struggling for RF, I'd be more tempted. But our Ring of the Demon Prince is just better. And then we have protection from magic. I'm gonna drop that ring. That seems kind of crazy in a standard game to drop a ring with 3 points of RF on it. But yeah, we did it. If we could get a fire dragon scales, that would be amazing. Okay, he's awake. We're not contaminated anymore. Fire dragons can't see invis. We just got slowed. We're gonna go back up. See the needles flying everywhere? How about we just confuse him? Be the smarter play. So it's probably a bad place to be letting everyone fire needles at us, because we use a blowgun, so we wouldn't mind collecting them. But these guys are just firing them into the water. Go invis first. If we can find the dragon. This is a totally non-degenerate Uskayaw strat here, where you... Just waiting for that plane. You drag harmless enemies towards a more dangerous one, so then you can use them to build up the piety, to then get the one that you care about. Okay, well we never did. That's alright. We just went back into view as well, but let's see, we should be able to hex him. 42 confused chance. Yeah, there we go. And could we get a scales, please? No, never lucky. This is too much. We're gonna go back upstairs. That's actually a real shame, because the next place where we're most likely to be seeing a bunch of dragons is probably vaults, and that's quite a while off. Consider that we have 6 enchant armors. We could have a +6. We could have had a +6 fire dragon scales at this point in the game before entering our lair branches. Also, it's happening again. I swear sometimes the RNG breaks. So that, again, that's a 44% chance, and he resisted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. too strong. I'm curious about the demon whip. No, it's alright, we don't need it. And there's a shield, which reminds me, after we do translocations, I think maybe we'll go towards a regular shield. There's a ghost who's trapped out there. None of these guys see invis. We're breaking the game. That is a shock serpent who also can't see invis, but that's gotta be a shapeshifter, right? Can't tell. But that's a really, really scary enemy to see just in D14. Alright, fine. Yeah, that's no good. It's a +1 robe with the corrosion property. It's like no crawl never ended. 700 gold. No. It's confusedly flying over the deep water. That's not fair. I'm just gonna go downstairs. I couldn't be bothered. But yeah, I think we might, considering that it's going to take a very long time to get to 1800 gold, and there are other things that are kind of worth buying as well, that we might go for this ring. It's almost as unpronounceable as Uskayaw is. Yeah, can't do that one. Wands of disintegration, I'm just going to turn off. Are we carrying one? No. Let's go stabs, it's running out. Alright, the centaur has a wand of acid. That's always very scary. So let's... Oh yeah, I just remembered. Josephine has dispel undead. That's right. I have not had to deal with that for a very long time. I was just thinking, we're not really that afraid of Josephine because we have good RN against her. But yeah, she has dispel undead, which can do 3d18, which is almost 60. So we couldn't die to one more. What's our hex chance on her? 27% or 42. He can do 15. I'm just thinking, we've got 2 scrolls of blinking, so we could blink out of here. We don't know that we have a silent scroll, and in fact we've never read Holy Word, so if we start blindly reading scrolls here, hoping for silence, we might read Holy Word and that would be a very embarrassing death. If she dispel undeads us and we Holy Word ourselves at the same time. Oh boy. Okay, we're at 3 piety though. She never got paralyzed. Why was that? I don't know. Alright, I think we just blink away. Alright, so how do we deal with Josephine? Did she see invis? No. Okay, so if we have invis up, we should be okay. Let's try and stab her. Stop it. Come back. There we go. Alright, that's better. Oh yeah. We've got to get rid of Acid 1 guy too. Alright, that's better. Oh, here we go. Grand finale. We can't do it. Didn't have enough piety. Oh well. Tried. That is a book of alchemy. Poison stabbing? Question mark? No, we don't want any of that stuff. Oh, okay. I got excited. We saw dragons. No fire dragon, so that's not as exciting. But yeah, this is still kind of exciting, I guess. We'll wait off our contam and we'll go invis. And ice dragon scales would still be pretty good. Never mind, never lucky. This dude has a triple sword. Oh, it's a double sword. A Raksasha with a double sword. Oh, how did we get contaminated? I don't know. That's okay. We're not getting mutated still. Just gonna wait this out. Oh, we can't. The freezing wraith. So I mean, for the ice dragon scales, we would have lost our single RF point, but we're going into our lair branches where RF isn't that big a deal. So the extra AC would have been nice. Let's be a bat so we can escape more quickly. Oh, this floor is so annoying. If we could just bring him up. Yeah, it's more, I don't want him making a million copies of the Ifrit because they can all fireball. Yeah, I knew he could see invis. Oh, he hurts too much. His double sword hurts too much. Can he fly? No. Okay. And we just got slowed. Alright, so let's be a bat. Now go away. Alright. Maybe what I should be doing is trying to blowgun him. So he has really good MR. We have a 0% chance to confuse him with our spells, but a blowgun does not care about MR. He resisted. There we go. Yeah, that was a lot easier. It's just a plain double sword. Okay. I think once and for all we should just get rid of this freezing wraith because every time I come up these stairs, come on, we can't rest because we can see it. There we go. Oh, I accidentally invised. What are blinks at 6%, passage is 38. We'll keep going. More enchant armor. If only we had a dragon scales. If only. Is that going to be the spider one? I'm going to invis just in case. I'm curious. Yeah, it is. This trap is insane, by the way. It used to just be plain spiders, but they got removed from the game, so instead they became redbacks. But you can find this trap on D13 where you might not have done your lair branches yet. You might not even have R poison, and then suddenly you have 8 redbacks surrounding you. Lost one of our diesel crawl characters to that because the character didn't have fear or blink, and it was a kobold with no R poison. So what are you gonna do? You just die. Anyway, so that's a fun trap. That's our dungeon done. We've got the choice of going into either shores or snake. I think we just go into snake. We want to try to be at least thirsty, so we've got our poison there. We can't invis stuff, and also particularly the harder Nagas have good MR. So in some senses, Snake is a bit harder for this character than Shoals. Normally you always do Shoals last, but this might be a character that could do Shoals first. As long as we stay out of the water, we can go invis. And the merfolk don't usually have really good magic resistance, so we can hex them as well. But we'll try out Snake. If it's too difficult, we'll leave and we'll go to Shoals. Yeah. Alright, we got some IDs coming. The anacondas, and there are 4 of these here. That's kind of crazy. They can't see invis. Yep. Talking about Snake being too hard. It's the sharpshooter can hit you anywhere on screen. The ritualist can give you vulnerability to poison, and then there are a bunch of black mambas and 4 anacondas all at the one time, and these guys too. This is nuts. Going to the quick blade. Ooh yeah, let's fight them one at a time. If we could get to 5 piety, we could insta-frag the sharpshooter. We are there, and there are 2 of them though. Okay, never mind. How about we acid one him? How about we acid one him again? How about we go a 3rd time? There we go. Alright, let's try now. Grand finale, 3% to fail. Got him. So that was all of our acid one there. That's a bit of a shame. And speaking of Snake being hard, what was going on in here? This is a crazy entrance. Just grab that blood before it rots. Alright, we've got 17 stealth. I guess we'll just keep going. It's a +5 aptitude. I mean, 17 stealth is pretty huge, but +5 aptitude, the value. Wand of Clouds, okay. That's one of the things we were saving up for. I just dropped below being thirsty. These guys can't see invis either. There we go. Translocations to 5, passages at 28. I want to get that going. So we'll keep going. We'll bring that to, I guess, 7? Maybe? Let's see. It's a 25% chance, or 26 to confuse this guy. But can we Takima's dance him? Roughly 40%. That works. There we go. So we take his trident off him. It's going to attack him. The game's gone really laggy. Come on, game. The problem is these guys have pretty good AC, so our quick blade of no brand doesn't do much damage to him. There we go. Come on, lag. I feel like I'm playing in slow motion. I am. Oh my god. Alright, let's just refresh the game. Maybe that will do it. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh well, it usually clears up pretty quickly. Can persevere. We found some new shops over here. Although that one's shut, so it's probably just going to be one shop. Oh really? Okay, never mind. It's just teasing us. Just an abandoned shop on its own. Imagine if you could have had a shop. Well, you can't. There we go. Lag's gone. "17 stealth. Let's see. We don't. There's no plain amulet that we want. Amulet of Faith is really good. Even more enchant armor. I'm gonna have a look. What armors are there? That's way too many. You can search for. I think body armor works. Yeah. So there's a crystal plate armor. We could completely just abandon all stealth. Go buy this ring that has +7 strength on it, and then we could have a +7 crystal plate armor. No. No, there's just really no armor that I really want to enchant up. Oh, well, we have to wait then. And we have enough for this ring. I think I actually, now that we've got the gold for it, I think I would actually just prefer to have the MR ring. Oh dear. That's too much stuff. Yeah, alright, let's go back up. I'm gonna pick a new stair. Alright, here we go. This one's got nothing. Resist corrosion might be useful in the future. Oh, that's right. I should be identifying these scrolls. So we had fog, magic mapping, and immolation. Alright, that one. Will the immolation explosions trigger Uskayaw piety? That's a good question. If it does, that would be amazing. So we're running out of scrolls. This could be... where is it? Holy Word, Silence, or Torment. I don't want to waste it. I don't want to read it just in case we're wasting a silence scroll. I'm gonna try to Takima's him again. There we go. Why do you hurt so much? For potions, ambrosia or degen? I'm just gonna quaff it. It's ambrosia. Alright, if we die because we're lacking one ambrosia, I'll cop that one. That's fair. Oh, I keep forgetting it as well. I should be using the blowgun. Against the warriors and these sharpshooters, so let's see, is a 1 in 4 chance to confuse. But we can paralyze him with the blowgun. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That will also be really good against the warriors. One of whom is running around, I believe. No, okay. On to snake 3. I must have imagined it. Wouldn't be the first time. Shock serpent. Got him. I like how you lose a massive chunk of your HP just as you kill it. I don't think the other guy saw us. I lied, he did. Well. How do you like those? Needles of Sleeping are, for this character, effectively more paralysis needles. I was actually opening my mouth to say we only have 5 paralysis needles. So if we get unlucky, we're going to lose them all. But Needles of Sleeping are just as good. We have too many things. Let's drop the Wand of Flame, maybe. We'll drop the Wand of Scattershot. Okay, so Needles of Sleeping put something back to sleep. If you're a blowgun user who's unstealthy, they're just going to wake up again because you immediately fail the stealth check. But we've got 17.5 stealth. So when we put something back to sleep, there's a good chance that we can then sneak up to it and stab it. That's really exciting. Oh, suddenly blinked on. How do we get out of this one? Just walk back upstairs maybe? I was going to say, we're going to get constricted. It says we're held. Why? Okay. How about we read one of our 4 fear scrolls? Everyone panics. And then... Actually... Can we kill the Guardian Serpent? Maybe. No. We'll just go back up. Did we get... Why didn't we go back up? We got held again? Well, that guy's teleporting us. So that works, I guess. Guardian Serpents. Not even once. Shift X Control F forgets the floor. We're gonna find these guys. I thought the constricted status said constricted, not held. 44% chance to hex him. I'm going to get off the wall though, because if it fails, I don't want to be getting double zapped there by lightning hitting the tile and then hitting us again. What an enemy. They don't see invis, so I could have done that. That's the silence, okay. Any new scrolls are just going to be Torment or Holy Word, which we could ignore. Well, Holy Word's always bad because you're undead, but Torment, yeah, if you drop to Bloodless, you have Torment resistance, so you can get some value that way. That's another one. Does Torment trigger Uskayaw's piety? That one I doubt, but maybe. No, too much stuff. And a Guardian Serpent, and we're slowed, and that's a Shock Serpent. Alright, we're gonna just preemptively read the fear. If we could get the Guardian Serpent, like that, and then, oh, Shock Serpent, we're slowed too. We'll go for the Confusion, it's more likely to work, and then we'll just run. Got him. Uh-oh. That's a Nagaraja. I really want to get the shock serpent. There we go. And everyone's paralyzed. No, they're back. We're picking a new stair. I think snake is too hard. I knew it too. We didn't sense the trap, but when I saw this corridor, I was thinking, this looks like the one with the grate on it. Wait, we can pass wall. That's not a passable wall. I lied. We could have pass walled it from the side, I guess. Oh, they didn't come. In that case, I'm just going to pick the other stair again. Or this stair? Yeah. Translocations to 6. Passage is down to 19. I think if we take it to 7, that should be enough. It's so good. Blowgun stabbing. We want to get this guy too. Yes, it works. Until you run out of them. I want to put the inscription for !F on the needles of sleeping as well, so I don't accidentally waste those. Yep, see, it's basically paralysis. Where's our third piety? There it is. Got him. Actually, I feel like we should use the needles of sleeping over the paralysis, because the paralysis ones are they're definitely more valuable. Because even with our stealth, we could still fail the stealth check. So if there are ones that I want to mulch at this point in the game before we meet, say, gold dragons and that sort of thing, I'd prefer it to be the sleeping. We need our poison to come back. There it is. Oh, we're on snake 4. I was just thinking, man, the vault is going to be really hard. I might skip snake 4, but we're already here. In that case, we've got literally one magic mapping scroll. That's the only one we found this game. So I'm not going to map the floor to find the vault. There's a good chance, yeah, it's here. Okay, it's here on our left. We can see by these stone walls. So I'm going to X that out. We'll do the rest of the floor, and then I think we'll leave the end vault. Oh dear, here work. It's confused. Please work. Please work. What was the chance on that? It was 60% and we just failed 3 of them. Yeah. Alright, could read a fear scroll here. It might not work. And we could just die. I think we need to blink. I'm going to blink up right. And I hope the shock serpent can't see us there, because if he can, he might be able to. He could just blast us and we're going to die. Well, it's still worth it. We need to get away from the sharpshooter as well. Alright, now what? Quaffle heal wounds. We've got 10 of those. Okay. And again. Alright. Now we've got 70 HP. We can confuse him. That time it actually worked. We're going to bat form. And we're just going to get out of here. Forget everything I said about clearing the rest of the floor. We're just going to leave now. Alright, and we're going to shoals. That's enough. Snakes too hard. Shock serpents are something. Alright, so if you join me in the next one, we'll be going into shoals. I don't know. That I suspect in a lot of ways that will be easier, but I guess we'll find out next time. Bye.